Hello everyone, I am going to share some tips, tricks, and stories to traveling to Jamaica. I have been 9 times, and the story that I'm going to tell you is my most recent story of when I traveled during my senior trip and spent a week and a half there. Enjoy! So the first picture you'll see is a picture of me and my family on the plane. I took this picture and it's one of my favorites. The first topic I'm going to talk about is spending our days by the pool. Most days spent in Jamaica are by the pool, since that's mostly why we go there. There is a beach as well, but my family doesn't spend much time there. So the first picture is a picture of me and my brother standing with a Sesame Street character. The hotel that we stayed at is called Beaches Resort, and its specialty is family inclusive. So like they had stuff for parents, they had stuff for teenagers, and they had stuff for little kids like Sesame Street characters, which was super fun for my brother. Some of the other pictures I have on here are pictures out of the plane window, which was super cool to see because you go from Chicago, which is super gloomy and dark and whatever in March, to these big bright beaches and blue oceans in Jamaica, which was amazing. This last picture is a picture outside of our hotel window of the resort at night. It was super cool to see that because it's so beautiful. So eating in Jamaica is kind of fun because they have so many different types of foods. At some resorts I've stayed at, they have different ethnicity nights. So like sometimes they'll have Russian food or Mexican food or Chinese food, which is super fun to taste all these different cultures types of food. One place that was at the resort that we stayed at was this pizza place, which was really nice because my brother only eats pizza because he's so little. But I would usually have the Nutella pizza for lunch, and it came with bananas on top, and I personally don't like bananas, so I would always ask for it without bananas. But in this picture I have of it, it has bananas on it, and you can see on the side I picked off. They also had lots of different types of ice cream. There's a picture of ice cream pictured. I think it was cookie dough or chocolate chip ice cream, which was super good. And then they also had like this lava cake with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. In my family, we used the joke it was a turd slide. It was kind of fun to make jokes because my next topic is crazy drinks. So I know a lot of people travel to either Mexico, Jamaica, wherever, and get like a pina colada or strawberry daiquiri, which is super fun. But on this last trip, I tried lots of different drinks. There's one that's pictured called the Bob Marley drink, which was green, yellow, and red. So like the Jamaican flag, which was really good. I think I only had it once though because like it was a lot. I also got to drink out of a coconut. I personally did not like it that much, but it was a fun experience to try and great. I also decided that one day I was going to put I think it was called a Miami Vice or whatever, which is a pina colada and a strawberry daiquiri on top of each other. I was going to put it in my water bottle, and I brought it back to where my family was sitting, and my mom was like, "That thing is huge," and took pictures of me because she thought it was funny how big of a drink I got. Another fun thing about traveling to Jamaica is being able to hang out with other people there. So there are a lot of different interesting people, as you will see in the video that I have. But one thing that I found really enjoyable was that they had a teen party. So I got to go on a teen boat ride. So like they have their adult like boat rides where they have like alcohol and they party and whatever. But I got the chance to go on a teen one where we just traveled to this different part of the island, and we got to jump off the top of the boat and stuff, which was fun but also kind of scary because it's just like you're flying, I guess. I don't know. But I got the chance to meet this one girl who was, I think, 14 at the time, and her and I totally like got along so well. She was also from Illinois, which was crazy because you never go there and meet people that are also from Illinois. I'm going to talk about the horror story that happened on our way back to the United States. So this was my senior trip. We spent a week and a half there, and this was also during the time that the United States had been shutting down a bunch of planes due to the Boeing 747 plane that crashed. And before we left, we had talked to our travel agency to make sure that the planes that we were taking were okay and weren't shut down, like our flights were scheduled as normal. And she responded back telling us not to worry about it, that she has it all handled, and that all our planes are fine. Well, we show up to the airport to leave the day that we're supposed to get on our plane, and the woman scans our tickets and says, "There's not a plane for this. Like, it got canceled." And my parents were freaking out because they hadn't been told about it. So we spent the whole day in the airport waiting on standby trying to get another flight. We didn't end up getting one, so what the airport did for us was they provided a place for us to stay for the night while we tried to figure out how to get back. We ended up getting on a flight to, I think it was Georgia, and then we flew to St. Louis, and then we ended up taking a car from St. Louis and drove all the way home, which was like an 8-hour drive. It was a very scary experience at the time, but I look back now and think that's part of the adventure, and it was super fun to be able to experience something that scary but also get out of it alive.